Hey guys, this is Brandon Hockey 17 here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to trade players back and forth, as well as steal draft picks from other teams. So I'm in the 2015-2016 season, playing BGM mode with the salary cap off, but I believe that what I'm doing today, you can also do it with the salary cap on or with the salary cap off. So I traded my first round pick from Minnesota to Detroit for Henrik Zennerberg. Now, just to give you guys an overview of how fair this trade is and what overall and what condition Henrik Zennerberg is in, he's healthy right now. He's 35 years old. He's getting paid $6 million, 2 years left in his contract. I'm making the assumption that he's going to be retiring in 2 years. He's 88 overall. His potential is still quite good, so I'm assuming that his overall won't go down much. And Minnesota, on the other hand, their first round pick that I traded is quite high. They're last in the Western Conference and second last in the league right now. So it would have been a probably top 5 pick, sorry. And now I'm just going to show you guys how to trade players back and forth and how to steal picks. So what you want to do is you want a player that's the same age and close to the same overall and trade value as the player that you're trying to trade. So I have Henrik Zennerberg, 35 years old. Trade value is quite high and overall is 88. So I want a player that's high 80s, late 30s, and with pretty high trade value. And I'm just going to check here, and I'm going to be looking for most likely a player that the other team's interested in giving away. And right off the bat, I see Henrik Sedin here. Same trade value, same age. His overall is 90, so he's just 2 overalls difference. And so I'm just going to try trading them back and forth. And I recommend that before you do this, you save it and you make a backup file just in case you screw up. And if you do screw up, then you can always just go back to your old file and resave and restart, or just not do it at all. So Anaheim accepted the trade, and now I'm going to try and trade Henrik back to Anaheim, just to make sure that I can switch them back and forth. And it worked. So now that I know that it worked, I can just keep on trading them back and forth, and I can actually throw in a couple of picks while I'm trading them back and forth. So I'm going to start off low with the picks, and then I'm going to go up higher until they don't accept the trade anymore. So I'm going to start off 7th's way too low. I'm going to try 5th, and 5th worked. So I'm going to try and go for a 4th and see if that works. And the 4th does not work, and I believe the 4th does not work because there's a difference in overall here. Henrik's 90 overall and Sedin's 90 overall and Zennerberg's 88 overall. So the reason why it didn't work was because Henrik has a higher overall. So I'm just going to have to keep on trading Henrik to Anaheim to get the other picks from Anaheim. So I'm going to try a 4th here, and the 4th worked. And basically, I can just keep on trading back and forth, and I will be able to steal almost all their picks. I tried this before. I have another file of this, and I'll show you guys it later. But I was able to pretty much steal all of Anaheim's picks except for their 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. If I kept on working at it, I could have upgraded by trading a whole bunch of 4ths in return for a 3rd. But now I'm just going to show you guys that I can also do this not only with Anaheim, but with more than one team. So that way you can steal picks from more than one team. And that's what I did in my other file that I'll show you guys in a sec. So I know right off the bat that Detroit has Pavel Datsyuk and he's on the block as well. So I'm gonna try and trade for him. Now here we go. Their trade value isn't exactly equal. Datsyuk's is a bit lower, Henrik's is higher. Also, Datsyuk is 37 and Zenberg is 35. Now, his overall is 4 times higher and his potential isn't as good, but the biggest issue here with this trade is that he has 1 year left and he's 37 years old. So most likely Datsyuk is going to be retiring next year because his contract's expiring. So he's just going to be a rental for my team. So since I know that his trade value is not as high and his age is higher, I'm going to have to throw in another pick just to even out the trade so I can keep on swapping them back and forth. And the trade worked, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw in the Detroit second and Datsyuk for Zenberg, and now that I know that I can trade them back and forth, I'm going to now try to start to steal their picks. I'm going to start off with a fourth. The fourth worked. Now I'm going to trade them back again. Excuse me. Alright, so now I'm going to try third. This is tight, but we'll see how it goes. And they did accept it. So basically you can just keep on trying this, doing it back and forth, and eventually I'd be able to take virtually all their picks. Now I'm going to show you guys my other file, which is the same situation, but I worked at it and I was able to steal a lot of their picks, the majority of their picks. So I got a lot of save files, by the way. Okay, so as you can see here, it's just been trades. Vancouver, Anaheim, Detroit, Vancouver. All the transactions were my trades. And see, I still have Henrik Sedin right now. And as you can see here, I stole all their picks except for the first, second, and third. And just to prove that I have them, here's Anaheim's fourth, Anaheim's fifth, sixth, and so on. I was also able to steal the majority of Detroit's. And if I kept on working at this, I'm sure I'd be able to also steal their third, which I did for some of them. Now, if I really wanted to now, I could actually probably get the Minnesota first round pick, and let's see if this works. No, 45 players, eh? Okay, since they are full with the roster, I'm gonna throw in crappy guy and see if this works now. Yeah, so it worked now. So basically what happened was I received a trade request from Detroit for my first round pick and their Henrik Zenberg. I accepted that trade, and then I basically stole Detroit's picks and Anaheim's picks, and then ended up with my pick again. So I highly recommend that you guys try this. It's great, and yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.